Aiy-yu-kwee, welcome back. I'm Melita and this is my channel, The Midnight Librarian, and today we'll be talking about my Reading Rush TBR. The Reading Rush is an annual readathon hosted by Ariel Bissett and Raylene LeMay. It usually happens this time around July, late July, every year. I've participated for the last couple years now, and it's usually around this time of year that I get really inspired to do videos like this and do the challenges. The Reading Rush will happen from July 20th through the 26th, and challenge 1 is to read a book the same color as your birthstone. My birthday's in June, so I was always told pearl, or moonstone. I had to look it up. And I guess moonstone's someone else's birthstone. Pearl I don't consider a stone, but what also is for June is alexandrite. So when looking that up, it turns out alexandrite has various colors because depending on the light. So it can be turquoise, it can be purple, it can be pink, so it can be like a wide range of colors. I wish I had a book that could do that. Just shift from color to color depending on the light. That would be amazing. But I decided to go with a book that has these colors in the cover, and that would be Dreams from Many Rivers by Margarita Engel. And this is a poetry collection on a Hispanic history of the United States. So that's all I really needed to know about this when I got it, and I'm really excited about it. I believe it's a collection of various poetry, I believe, but I'm super excited to get into this, and it's really short, which I found helps during a readathon that's only a week long. Challenge 2 is to read a book with "the" in the title. I decided to go with the shortest and the newest book in my collection, and that is The Deep by River Solomon. I've been hearing great things about this on Booktube. I'm super excited to get into it. This follows descendants of enslaved African women that were tossed overboard when they were being transported over the Atlantic. These African enslaved women were pregnant. This is following the mermaid-esque descendants. Again, all I really needed to hear about it. Super excited to get into it, and it is another one that's relatively short. Challenge 3 is to read a book that inspired a movie you've already seen. And for this, I am going to go with Suicide Squad. I've read these before. I have 4 volumes, or bind-ups, volumes, and I've enjoyed them. This is the new 52 versions. I've enjoyed them. I want to read them again. It's been a couple years. I recently saw Suicide Squad, the movie, and I've always enjoyed DC Comics, the comic books, but in terms of movies, Marvel does it better. Truth be told, I would have been super happy if Adam Beach had a title card for his character and lasted more than 5 minutes. I feel like it could have been a really good franchise or a really good series. I feel like DC's very gung-ho about trying to catch up to Marvel in terms of movies, that they run before they can crawl and it ends up flopping. But yeah, that was cringy, so I really want to reread the comic books just because even when watching the movie, and even though it's been years since I've read these, I immediately had a hankering to reread these. Challenge 4 is to read a book you first touched. The first book you touch. I wasn't sure how to do this. I ended up just picking a short book off my TBR shelf back here, and that was The Smokehouse Boys by Shauna Oteka-Makobi. This is a collection of poems by a local author. Shauna is Yurok and Karuk, so that's pretty exciting as I am Yurok as well, and a Karuk descendant. Challenge 5 is to read a book completely outside your house. This, I've heard, has had some controversy just because it we are in the middle of a pandemic. Self-quarantine is still a thing in most places. I know it is here. I am lucky enough to have a big enough backyard that I could read out there, or I could read out in my front yard. It's been really sunny, and it doesn't get too hot here on the coast. Yeah, most of my books are short enough that I feel like I can just take one outside and read it. Challenge 6 is to read a genre that you've always wanted to read or wanted to read more of. I feel like most of the books on this list are books or genres that I would like to get more into. Books by Indigenous authors, books by people of color, graphic novels. And challenge 7 is to read a book that is set in a different continent in which you live in. So I live in North America, and I am picking up Elif Shafak. I apologize if I pronounced that wrong. 10 minutes, 38 seconds in this strange world. I don't know too much about this. All I know is that the main character in this has died. It takes place in Istanbul, which is in Turkey. And then the final book I hope to get to that they didn't put as a challenge, and I think I actually have 8 books here, so I probably didn't need to get it, but I got it anyway, and that was the Reading Rush's book pick for this year, and that is Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reed. And those are the books that I hope to get to for the 2020 Reading Rush. If you are participating, and let me know what you're reading for the challenges down below. If you've read any of the ones that I plan on reading, let me know what you thought of them. Please, no spoilers. If you made it this far, please give this video a thumbs up. If you enjoyed me, if you want to see more of my content, be sure to subscribe and hit the little bell icon to see more from me and get notified when I post more content. If you want to contact me through any other social media, I will leave my Instagram, Twitter, and Goodreads down below. I hope everyone is staying safe. If there's still a pandemic going on, please wash your hands and make sure to keep with social distancing guidelines. We are still fighting social injustice, so links to get more information or how to help will be down below. I will see you in my next video. Bye.